These people are walking time bombs because this is the sad part. What you see is a handsome, tall man. What you see is a CEO of a business, but he's single. You see someone who could take care of you, someone who could take you on trips. What you don't see is the invisible yoke of limitations on that person, waiting for you who has no limitations on them to connect with them to now bring you down with them. Mm, 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 mm. So to curse, like I've been teaching you, is to immediately when you hear the word curse, think limitation, think restrictions. You could only go so far. See, what you say, but Kevin, that don't make sense because he's the CEO. Yes, he's the CEO now. Devil had this plan from day one. You have no knowledge. It was to bring you along, you materialistic competitive clown. Come on, be you superficial clown and connect with that. Yeah, it may last for a year or two until everything go downhill. Why? Because you married into a curse. You yoked yourself with a curse. Again, the union is curse. Mhm. Now you decide to delve into his lineage. Now you care because you're trying to figure out why everything going. Then you discovered all of his brothers were divorced. His mommy and daddy divorced. The sisters are divorced. You didn't care about that earlier because all you saw was the CEO of whatever. All you saw was when you pull up on your job in your nice Mercedes that he bought for you. All you saw was when you have the big parties that I was inviting all your friends to show off Miss Competitive Woman. But now you're losing all of that. And now, too late now, you want to do the research. And you're discovering so much stuff in the bloodline that you should have investigated before you said I do. But hey, the preacher said God put it together. So I could see why you still went along with it. I trying to help you. I trying to help you. Don't get mad at me. I just trying to help you. That's all I trying to do. I'm not here to condemn you. See, the other preachers, they perfect. They wasn't divorced. I was divorced before. My wife divorced me. I'm not ashamed of that. It happens. That's life. I didn't sit down and plan that. I didn't. That wasn't a part of my life goal. I didn't say, you know what, when I get to age X, Y, Z, I'm looking forward to be divorced. No, and that's why I'm very candid, never to berate her or tear her down. None of that. I speak reality. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to believe. You know what? You could be on here right now and say, well, Kevin, you living in adultery. According to you, I don't believe that. According to the scriptures that I read and how I read it in context. But if you believe that, that's fine. I don't have a problem with that. If you want to condemn me like your preachers do, because you're used to, go ahead. I will never fight you on there. You will never get an argument from me. Now, let me talk to those who don't want to make the mistake of being married once and then have to be married again, and God forbid, multiple times. So it is you that I want to speak to, and I want to teach you how to avoid it. I also want to speak to those who have been divorced and remarried or still divorced and they're afraid to be married because of what was taught them. I want to talk to you too, all right? And how not to fall in this again. I'm not here to condemn you. I will never condemn you. I will never condemn you. I didn't see Jesus did it in two instances. The Bible saw where both parties were the woman who the guys brought there who was caught in adultery and they wanted to test Jesus to see how he's going to deal with this. And then the woman at the well. And in no case did I see he said, condemn. I didn't see it. The woman at the well who was married, I didn't hear him say, "Now divorce that man who you with if you won't go to heaven." I didn't read that either. But again, listen to me be clear. I love to be clear. I'm very upfront. You don't have to believe. I am not here to force nobody to believe nothing they don't want to believe. As you can see, whenever I teach, I don't manipulate nothing. I don't twist nothing for my liking. I take you down, unlike preachers who take one scripture and run with it, not Kevin. As you would see, I take you down history. I show you the rules, and then I show you the lineage. And I show you where the rules, whether becomes a penalty or reward based on how they operate the rules. So it isn't about believing me, believe the scriptures. I don't care if you believe me. It means nothing to me. So if you don't want to live the cycle, you watch your mother suffer. You watch your sister suffer from a divorce. You were so happy for her. You stood as her maid of honor. You cried when she got married because you were genuinely happy for her, only to watch that man beat her to a pulp, only to watch her have to go to a different country and hide from him. But the preacher say, who God has put together, let no man put asunder. This is what ignorance does.